Hey, my wonderful spirit people, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to show you guys this JonBenet Ramsey case. After so many requests, and because I've literally been led to do this by spirit, by the divine, I really felt a need to try to solve this case, to try to contact JonBenet and get the truth. Now, because she's so small, because she did die as a child and remains a child in heaven, and when she came back for this session, as I literally saw her, you'll see later in the video what I'm talking about, but she's a child still, so I really didn't want to bring up all the facts and evidence and have her relive all of that stuff, so I tried to go over that before I called her spirit in. And then when we really needed the questions to be answered, that's when I went ahead and called her. So try to stick through the beginning. If not, just try to skip through to the actual session, but understand I'm going over all these facts again because it's very important to, even if you know the case, to relive these facts and understand every little thing again so we can, truly get to the bottom of this. So I really hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it gives you as much closure as it's given me and JonBenet. I've asked angels to come down with her to help her out, to speak, and it was a really good overall session. So if you enjoy it, be sure to like it, hit that subscribe button if you're not already, guys. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so all of this went down in Boulder, Colorado, and the exact date that this was actually reported was December 26, 1996. And that's actually a lot of sixes. And it's funny to me, if you guys look at this, you have 26, 1996. You flip those sixes. I'm not really into numerology and all that, but I'm just saying you flip those sixes, and that's a lot of sixes on that specific day. Just saying. So this was at 5:52 a.m. Patsy Ramsey she reported actually that she found a ransom note and that her daughter was missing. The father's name was John Ramsey. The brother's name was Burke Ramsey. The brother was only 9 years old. These were all the people that were in the home at the time, the known people that were in the home at the time. And I think what's funny about this is the demand on the ransom note was $118,000 exactly. What's funny about that, somebody brought this up when I was watching something about this case just yesterday. I only watched literally like 2 or 3 videos just to get some extra information. But somebody said that apparently that year he got a bonus about equivalent to this amount. So to me, that's kind of, funny that this ransom note comes and it's like they know exactly how much he makes. And another funny thing to me is the location of this note. It was found on the back staircase in the Ramsey home. And for any of you guys that, follow cases, I don't know, that's just like the worst and the weirdest place possible that a ransom note would be. I don't know. I feel like the dog would eat it or something like that. And personally, if I'm trying to make this much money from somebody, I'm not taking that chance. I need them to see, you know what I mean, what's at stake here. Something else that really sticks out to me is this ransom note was actually basically found around the same time that she was allegedly killed. So basically, like, what I'm saying is if they did write this ransom note, some unknown people, they wrote this ransom note, they would have had to write the ransom note in the house because it was found to be written in the house based off the ink in the paper. And yeah, they would have had to write it, leave it on the staircase, and then right before the people, the Patsy and John even saw that the note was there, they would have killed her in that time based off of the autopsy and the time of death and all that stuff. So if that's the case, that really doesn't make any sense for somebody who wants that much money and they mean business. And I believe it said something along the lines of, we're gonna decapitate your daughter or something like that if you don't meet our demands or something like that. So it's very, very, very weird to me how all of this lined up, and it really looks suspicious to me. So JonBenet Ramsey was 6 years old. Her body was found 8 hours after, again, December 26, 1996 at 5:58. So that's about what, like I don't know, like 12 or 1 or something like that. They found it. And again, I think what's funny to me is John Ramsey, which is her father, is the one that found her. Now, before we even get into this session, I don't want to make pre-assumptions or anything, but I'm just saying, out of all of these people here, even the brother, which I've seen him get a lot of blame for, I think the person I feel the most that could have possibly did it would have had to be the person who was, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, so her body was found in the home, in the utility room, in the basement. So in the home, in the utility room, in the basement. When somebody does a crime to a child or they go to abduct them or something like that, I don't know about you guys, but deeper into the home is not where somebody goes. I'm sorry, that's going in there for bad intentions, especially trying to leave a ransom note. You usually kidnap the person, get them far away from the area, and then you send the ransom note, and that's how that works. But apparently, common sense does not exist here in this. Whatever's going on here, common sense does not exist. So her body was found with duct tape over her mouth and a smooth cord around her neck. So cord around her neck, duct tape around her mouth. As you can imagine, for a child, that's the most terrible thing that you can imagine. And yeah, that happened to her. And I'm so sorry about that. It really, really makes me sad. And sorry if you guys could hear my voice. I'm just getting over cold here. So sorry about the weird raspiness in my voice. Her death was ruled a homicide. So without a shadow of a doubt, she was murdered. The autopsy found that Benet was beaten to death. The county coroner said asphyxiation, which means somebody literally choked her out to death, or they beat her to death, or both, which is they're both terrible. And she was beaten to death with an object. So that's actually I can't even I don't understand how somebody could do that to a little kid. There's a few important things too that I wanted to mention. The crime scene was heavily compromised by people arriving at the scene. So remember, we got the dad, we got probably the mom that came down there eventually, maybe even the brother. Then you have all the police officers and the forensic people. So you got a bunch of people in and out of this crime scene. And through all of these people walking in and out of this crime scene, it's obviously ruining the crime scene. And that's a big thing that could destroy evidence, which was another thing to me. The father actually found the daughter, and I wonder what made him check the basement. And I wonder what made him check the basement after they called the cops 8 hours later. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. You're going to check everywhere, then you're going to call the police. And if there's a ransom note, I don't know. It's just, this does not line up at all. Another fun fact here is police didn't search the Ramsey household when the case was reported. So not only did the Ramsey family never check the house before they called the police, but the police also didn't search the house, which is weird to me, you know, given they deal with things like this. How do they know this kid wasn't hiding or something like that? Like thinking about it from a parent's perspective, and I'm not even a parent, but I've been with my little sisters, and I did my part with, you know, trying to be there for them and raising them in my own little way here. And it's been interesting to see the different perspective from a parent, basically. Just caring for my little sisters the way I do. And knowing that, like, I would search everywhere, up and down everywhere, the neighborhood, the house, everywhere. Like, the police would be doing their thing, but so would we, as most people do when their child goes missing. Now, the physical evidence, let's go over that real quick. There was 2 sets of unidentified footprints found at the scene. They did say there was no footprints whatsoever outside of the snowing ground. And for those of you guys who, you know, live in snowy areas, you know that if you walk outside, there's going to be footprints. You know what I mean? If anybody walks outside, if anything walks outside, there's going to be footprints. And it doesn't matter how hard the snow's coming down. It's not just going to cover it like that within the matter of hours or whatever. It takes a little bit. Even after a few hours, you could still kind of see the indentation of snow. So To me, if there was anybody coming in the house, it would have been immediately and blatantly obvious that that was the case. There was a rope found near Benet's bedroom that didn't belong to the Ramsey family. The rope was never tested for DNA, and that was as of 2006. So I don't know if they tested it since. Again, that study was as of 2006. So I just want to make that clear. Suspects and why: JonBenet Ramsey, Patsy Ramsey, and Burke Ramsey. Why they have any suspicion towards these three. Obviously, there were only three in the house at the time. So suspicion of the ransom note's authenticity. So again, because it was in the house when it was found, and it was used with pen and paper from inside the house, obviously it didn't make the ransom note look very authentic. It looked like they literally just got a piece of paper, whatever, blah, 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 and then, did that. There was little to no evidence to suggest there was an intruder. There was no footprints outside. There was a rope that was out there that they claimed, I guess, that wasn't theirs, but I mean, come on. John Ramsey was ruled out of writing the ransom note because his handwriting analysis tested clear for him. So he was cleared on the handwriting thing to have wrote the ransom note. And it says Patsy Ramsey got inconclusive on the handwriting analysis. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this handwriting analysis, but I took a look at it yesterday, and to me, it did look almost identical to the ransom note, her handwriting and the ransom note's handwriting. Again, that doesn't necessarily prove that she's guilty, but it does really make her look suspicious, make the family look suspicious in general. So that's all of that there. So what I'm going to do is, now that we've gone over all the evidence, is I'm going to call on JonBenet's spirit to come through for us and let us know who murdered her, who did all of this to her, who hurt her. And and try to get some answers from the angels, the divine, about this stuff. I've already done my prayer meditation. I believe she's here with us. I've communicated with my guides and angels to make sure that she's actually here. And I feel her. I seen her walk in. I think we're good here. So let's go ahead and start this up. I have the Miracle Box here, the Miracle Box app as our audio source. So that's plugged into the Verge box, and that's the only thing plugged into the Verge box. So just so you guys know. So let's go ahead and get into this. JonBenet Ramsey, can you go ahead and speak for me? I got the Verge box all set up. Hello. I hear you here. What'd you say about tonight? I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're doing good too, actually. You're better than me at what I do. Thank you so much for coming through. How are you doing? Are you happy? Are you in heaven? Yeah. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for coming through for me today. I asked for your guardian angels to come with you to help you speak, because I did see you walk in and you still have a child body. Can you tell me, are your angels with you today? One. Okay, thank you. I have 4 angels here myself, so this is wonderful that they might help you speak today. That's great. According to them, they will. They actually told me that they would help you, because I'm not sure if you knew how to use the Verge box. But again, I thank you for coming through today. JonBenet, can you please tell me what happened the night that you don't remember living anymore? What happened the night that you died? Got it? You love visit? That's wonderful. I'm so glad that you're able to come from heaven and visit us down here on earth. We just wanted to ask some questions. We have so many fans um, of you, actually, believe it or not, fans of you, because you are a wonderful person and you spoke to so many people. And I think it's incredible that they want to even hear from you to this day, almost 20 years later. Are you kind of happy that you are, in a way, empowered through the way that you were taken out? Not many people are, but you got power in that, and you found light, and you found happiness at the end of that. Is that true? Angels, you could help? Yeah, it is good light. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Are you doing okay with your angels right now? Are they helping you to speak? Yeah, they help you. Wow, that's incredible. Do you remember your mother and father? Do you remember Patsy and John Ramsey? I know it's hard. Do you remember your brother Burke Ramsey? Yeah, why? I'm just asking. I just want to make sure that you can actually, remember the stuff, that you still have all of that memory, because I do notice some spirits don't remember as much about their lives. This is wonderful though that you do. Thank you for answering these questions. Okay, so I wanted to go over a few things with you. Is that okay with you? Angels, is it okay if I go over this case with JonBenet Ramsey? Can you please come through and let me know? Yeah? Thank you. Thank you. God's with. Wow. Okay, thank you. That was a great validation for me. Thank you. JonBenet, if you can answer a little bit about what happened that night, that would be absolutely wonderful, okay? So I'm gonna just start with this. Can you tell us anything that you remember about the night that you died? Okay, I heard you say yes, and you do. Please give me whatever you want to give me, and whatever you want to give us. You don't have to tell us things that make you uncomfortable, but can you please let us know what happened to you that night? I could believe that. Did your family hurt you? Was somebody in your family that hurt you? Would you like to continue to speak? Yeah? Okay, let's keep talking for a little bit. Can you please tell me who it was that hurt you? Who killed you? Would you like to show me something intuitively? I keep getting that feeling. Like you. I could really? Okay. You could show me whatever you want. Go ahead. I'm tuning into you. I see you standing here right beside us, right beside me in the camera, smiling. Is that you? Are you doing that? Yeah, I've been working on everything, that's why. JonBenet, I'm going to go ahead and change the app because I like to have different audio sources throughout the course of the session. Is that okay with you? Yeah? Okay, thank you so much. You're doing great, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to change to the Signal app. We haven't used that in a minute. I don't know if you guys could see it. All right, it's been a minute since I used this.
Providing a proclamation. Life.
Hi. I hear you. Thank you so much. You're right here? Okay. Damn, this is fast. Clearer too? Whatever you'd like to say.
By Robert set up this.
Set up this? I'm trying to set it up. I'm tuning it in. I'm tuning it in now. Thank you.
His head is hard.
His head is hard. Who? Mine? All right, JonBenet, I'm going to go ahead and end off this session. I thank you so much for coming through. Much love, light, and respect to you, sweetheart. I hope you have a wonderful time in heaven. Thank you for answering the questions. Thank you, angels, for assisting us here. And I hope you have a wonderful time back in heaven. Goodbye. John left. Okay, good. I'm glad she was able to go back to heaven, no problem. Thank you all for your help. I love you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Love and light to you all. Bye. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and end off that session. Again, that was the JonBenet Ramsey case solved. I think that she gave us more than enough to actually figure out what happened here. She literally told us who hurt her, who did that to her. So it was a tough one to get through. I'm not going to lie. But again, if you guys want more cases like this in the future, just comment below. Let me know. I'll check them out for you guys. I love my wonderful spirit people. This is for you. This is for me. This is for the love of God, the kingdom of heaven, and all of those spirits involved. So I love you. I thank you. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, in my life, no satellite. Take a chance to roll a dice. Get money, it don't make money. So don't be shy. If you think that you gon' take from it, that shit won't fly. Hate me then, now you love me now. So why